Hey bitches, welcome to episode 20 of Roll for Girl Dinner, where we let the dice answer the age-old question, what should we have for dinner? Today we'll be using these dice because I just bought them. Tell me they're pretty. Now let's get started with a roll for protein. 5, barbecue pork. And I've been waiting for this one. Next up, let's roll for some cheese. 7, burrata. You know, I didn't know when I bought this that you're supposed to eat it within a few days of opening it, so good thing that I've rolled it a couple of times. Its mild flavor isn't exactly a match for barbecue pork, but we're still early in the dice rolls, so let's see what they bring. And on to the roll for vegetables. That's a 5 for microgreens and a 6 for cherry tomatoes. Ooh, look what I grew. This is the first item that we've had from my greenhouse cabinets, and if you're somebody who watches Roll for Chores, you'll remember a few episodes ago when I planted these as a side quest. On the other hand, if you're not somebody who watches Roll for Chores, Anyway, I harvested a small section of these for today, and then I rinsed and dried them because they had a bunch of dirt on them. So they're looking a little bit wilty, but you know they're fresh because you saw the plant. As for the cherry tomatoes, we've seen a lot of these lately, but don't you go getting started about a cherry tomato curse. They are a gift, not a curse, every day. Now let's roll for our carrier. 3, pork rinds. Today we'll be using these barbecue seasoning flavored pork rinds from Epic. They've been open for a little while, so they might be slightly stale, but I like things slightly stale. Anybody else? Just me? Is that weird? Is that bad for you? I don't care. Now let's roll to add some Razzle Dazzle. Double 10 for double popcorn. Dottie Popcorn, welcome back to Girl Dinner. I have both of their flavors, sweet chai and spicy masala, so you know what? Let's use both. I'm not typically much of a popcorn person, but I really like the spices in these. Like, the spicy masala just hits. And even though I'm not much of a sweet person, the sweet chai still works because the flavor profile is so well-rounded. Time to make it saucy! 7, Chipotle Ranch Dressing. Hey, remember a couple episodes ago where I realized that my Chipotle Ranch Dressing was actually jalapeno ranch dressing and I don't know what's in my fridge? Well, apparently I forgot to update the lists. They're the same pepper, whatever. But with the introduction of this salad dressing, I feel that I have no choice but to make this a salad. Ta-da! I'm Kendra and I brought the weird-ass salad. Shout out to I'm Jeremy of Roll for Salad. Now, just in case this sucks, I took the coward's way out and didn't include everything. Also, I'm not gonna eat mushy popcorn. Now let's roll for our sparkling water. 4, cherry lime. Cherry lime is a flavor that I love, but I've never had it before from so we'll see how it is. Let's eat, bitches. Though, of course, we have to make the meal complete with the sparkling water and my leftover coffee. Now let's give this cherry lime flavor a taste. It's very subtle, and I think that when I'm doing something cherry lime flavor, I want more of a punch in the face with it, but it's good. I like it. Moving on to this salad, it's either going to be a masterpiece or an abomination. There is no in-between. Just kidding, of course there's in-between. I put all of the microgreens in here, and they are extremely tangled, so watch me struggle. In addition to the microgreens, I added half of the cherry tomatoes, about half of the barbecue pork that I cut up into small chunks, and then I crumbled up some of the pork rinds on top to basically serve as croutons. Finally, topping it off with some of the jalapeno ranch dressing, of course. I shouldn't have been a coward. This is a near-perfect salad. I didn't add any of the burrata to it because I was worried that it would be too heavy on the microgreens, but I do think that the flavors will work well together, so I'm just going to pull off a piece here and throw some of the salad on top of it on the fork. By way of happy accident, I also ended up with a piece of the masala popcorn. And this is, like, really good. Like, confusingly good. Like, good enough that I forget that I'm supposed to be looking at the camera while doing this. I'm sorry, me and this salad are gonna need some privacy now. Oh look, I finally remember that you're all here. Hello. And since I didn't add everything to this salad, I decided to do an oops all pork sandwich. Now, hypothetically, if I were a kobold warlock named Zetka Grunskal, who was a farmhand on a farm where they didn't exactly have the best practices, but where she didn't really have a choice because corporations own, like, everything nowadays, so fine, she'll work on a big farm, even though she heartily objects to the lack of sustainability and to the choices that management insists on making, because, like, she needs to live, and there's at least one scarecrow that's an unusually good listener, and also, it's fun to frolic in the cornfields. That is, until one day when one of those decisions by management literally blew up in all their faces, or at least in the cornfields. R.I.P. pigs, but also, why does the explosion smell so good? And like, why is she suddenly craving pork so much? And also, is that scarecrow suddenly alive? Huh, yes indeed it is. And when it offers her magic to protect the natural world for the tiny exchange of, you know what, don't worry about it. She of course accepted and found herself suddenly a warlock adventuring to save the planet from greedy corporations. If I were her, I would rate this meal a 10. For me personally, I'll give it a 9.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner.